well, maybe when you're watching this, it's not morning, but it's morning for me. So my father and I went to the garage yesterday for a few hours trying to move stuff and clean stuff out so we can find my box or my bin or whatever that has all my witchy stuff in it. We found a couple things, including some of my stones, which have been in charging water and cleansing all night. I actually had to make some new charging water because I used most of it to do this. So far we have drying out this piece, and I believe it's jasper, but I'm not entirely sure. If you guys know down below, please let me know. But my friend says it might be flint also, but I'm not entirely sure. But then we have this ammonite right here. So pretty. And we'll get to the other crystals or other stones when they're done. So then we have this piece of clear quartz, which, yeah, I got a boo-boo on my hand. Ignore that. Clear quartz. I believe this is a piece that my friend gave me in high school, if I'm not mistaken. But I believe that. And then we have this beautiful sunstone. Obviously, it's been dyed green and shaped like a heart, but everything else is all natural. The sparkles and the glitter is all natural. Sunstone is very pretty. Then we have this piece of agate. I forgot what kind of agate this is, but if I find out, I will pop it up on the screen. Agate is extremely important to have, especially for people with chronic illnesses, even if it's like anxiety disorders or physical pain, any depression, things like that. And then probably my favorite stone out of all the ones we found, this gigantic piece of rose quartz, which is just an amazing stone to have. Look at how freaking big and pretty this is. I also got some turquoise, which I will show you, but turquoise you cannot soak in water overnight. That's not how you cleanse it, so I have to cleanse it differently, but it is all cleansed. It's in my room. Oh, and we found something else. I'll show you. Ah, so pretty. So my father got this geode, this gigantic geode, when he went to Utah. Obviously, it is amethyst inside. I wish I could pick up all the real sparkles in the pocket. Oh, so freaking pretty. This is the rest of our mantle. My mother has collected these really cool tchotchkes and stuff over the past few years. Oh, so cool. Oh, and this is a sympathy card from the vet where we put our cat down, and that's the temporary urn that my cat's in, and her favorite food. So, my father was talking to me, so that, look, we love that Buddha. That is what's on our mantle. Hi, Dexter. It's been 2 months since Dexter has been with us. Today, hi. Oh, he's a little bit wild at the moment. Today's his wild, playful time. The other day, I got my nice chunk or cluster of amethyst. I found it because I was talking about it, and my sister was like, I have that. So I forgot. I actually lent this to her about a year ago when she was having some anxiety problems that were really, really bad, and pain problems that were really, really bad. So yeah, so I'm gonna just store my stones in this Betty Crocker Tupperware that we got at Dollar Tree that I showed in my first vlog, and we are just gonna leave them in there for now. I'll also show you the turquoise. This is the pieces of turquoise that I found. We got a bigger one, a medium-sized one, and a little tiny one. And look at this inside. Look at how pretty, you can't even tell on camera how pretty the blue is on this side. Turquoise is a very important stone to have, especially if you suffer from anxiety, stuff like that. Great and important stone to have. We are supposed to have lots of thunderstorms today with lots of rain, hopefully, so we can collect some nice fresh rainwater. Ugh, Frida, I feel you, girl. I'm pretty much in the same position right now. So I just filmed a video testing out and doing my first impressions and a look on the Goddess palette from Juno & Co. So go watch that video. I believe it'll be up before this. Yeah, it will. So go check that out. I was going to film a video today, my first witch video that's not blog related. I wanted to do my anti-anxiety / or calming jar that I want to make, but I am not going to be filming that today. I have feminine problems that hurt because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, and so I guess you know what I'm talking about. And I have not slept. I don't know if you can see how freaking tired I am. My eyes are watering. I am so tired. But the package that I've been waiting for to come in to do said video, and for other reasons, has come in. We found this seller, my mother found this seller actually, on eBay, that does like really good bundles of different herbs for a pretty good price, and we wanted to check her out and see what, that smells so good, to see what she was about and to see if we liked her. And so I ordered 10 because you can order 10 and then I think like 20, I think it's like spouts of 10. So these were the first 10 on my list, the most important ones that she had. So right here we have some red rose petals / buds. Right here, rose petals are extremely important. Very important. I'll probably pop up on the screen what these are for. And then, this is one of the ones that I need for my jar. We got some chamomile. So there is some chamomile herb, flower, whatever. Who's got the herb? If you guys know that song, any of you know that song, comment down below. I'll be very surprised and very happy. Then we have myrrh. And we brought forth myrrh. One of the wise men had brought forth myrrh. Okay. It just smells like a beautiful, I don't know if you guys ever walked into like an incense store or like a witchy store or like East Meets West. I used to work at East Meets West, or into a section where there's lots of candles and incense. That's what this smells like. It is so beautiful. I'm gonna just inhale this all day. Then we have Valerian Root, which is very important for me as well. Very handy to have if you have anxiety or panic attacks, trouble sleeping, so like insomnia. Then we have some mandrake right here. When I told my mother that I was getting mandrake, she was like, is it the 1300s? And I'm like, no, people still use mandrake. She's like, yeah, like at Camelot. I'm like, true. Then what's this we got? Oh, we got some dandelion right here. I pick dandelions out in the front, but I don't dry them. So I use them once and then the next day they're like dead. So I needed some dry dandelions. So we picked that up. Then I got some eucalyptus. This is also for the calming anti-anxiety jar. Eucalyptus. I'm awake. Hi. Back. Eucalyptus is actually very good. Also, if anybody here has asthma or knows somebody with asthma and wants a natural remedy, eucalyptus is something they use to help widen the throat and open up the chest and the lungs and everything. Then we have some sandalwood, red sandalwood, very important herb as well to work with. Like I said, the first 10 are like the ones that I needed / wanted the most, and if I was satisfied with this, then I'd place another order with her. So, and I think I will. So then we have lemon balm, which is I believe the last herb that I need for my calming anti-anxiety jar that I'll be making. Everything smells so freaking good. So good. And the last thing we got, of course, is lavender. That's also going in the jar. I forgot about this. How can I forget about lavender? I have a gigantic, like, 2-pound bag of lavender in storage somewhere, and it's gonna take us me and my father a couple weeks to find all of my witchy stuff in storage, because bitch has a lot, and there's a lot in storage that is like, you would not believe your eyes how much we have in storage. So those are the 10 herbs I picked for my first time around with this lady. I just kind of want to just sit here and inhale everything like a drug, but I'm not going to. So I will, the next time I do my video, probably when I'm going to be reviewing the Songbird palette from Juno & Co. That day, I will also film my calming anti-anxiety jar. So keep a lookout for that. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, you probably did, and I mentioned this in my Goddess palette video. I made a new intro just for my witch videos. It's strictly just for these kinds of videos, not my whole channel. Just for witch-based videos. I spent about 5 or 6 hours doing that. I know that sounds like, sometimes people will be like, that doesn't sound like anything, but you have no idea how hard that kind of thing is to do when you have to deal with copyright, you have to deal with trimming and timing and volumes and skipping things. It's a lot. So I really hope you guys like it. I had another song originally for it. It was Wolsey Suicide by Trevor Morris from the Tudors, but they were like, you can't use that because you'll be copyrighted, and I was like, okay, so I had to do a royalty-free one. So let me know, you guys let me know what you think of the new intro down below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? You better like it, because I'll be very upset. Also, I forgot to show you earlier when I was showing my crystals. This is a clear quartz crystal sphere. And that is the little thing that holds it up. It is my crystal ball. I actually inherited that from Corey when he passed away. He gave me a lot of his stones when he was still, sorry, my nose is running, I have allergies, still alive. He tumbled stones himself in the workshop that we had in our little apartment in the basement. So yeah, I use this when I am reading tarot, or if I don't know, sometimes I just have it in my hand and I just like hold on to it, and I don't know, I love it a lot. It really just enhances everything and makes things a lot more open and charges it a lot better. But Blaze, how can you bore us even more than we're probably already bored? Well, my Blazers, I will tell you how. Books. Yeah, so another thing that my father and I were able to find in storage were most, not all, but most of my books that have to do with witchcraft or Wicca or paganism, anything like that. The first being, I don't know where the front cover of this went to. I have no idea. I don't remember even when I purchased this. This has to be my mid-teens or late teens. I don't know. This is Explore a Sacred Solitary Path with Wicca, a guide for the solitary practitioner. So that's what this book is. I did like skim through it, and I know I read it because there's like notes and highlightedness everywhere. You can just see how old this book is. I don't know. Maybe it's because like I'm a nerd, but does anybody else like love the smell of old books? I like really love the smell to that. Oh, by the way, was this by Llewellyn? Yeah, Llewellyn. Look up Llewellyn if you're interested in witchcraft. The other one, Cunningham. Genius. I actually inherited this from Corey as well, but this is like so outdated. I actually have, I believe it's on my Amazon wish list, an updated version of a crystal encyclopedia. I really want to get a newer one because they've come out with such great new ones. Some of them are mad expensive though, but I think the one I put is pretty affordable because my birthday's coming up and stuff like that. So this is Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Crystal, Gem, and Metal Magic. So this is the book right here. I recommend this as well, even though, like I said, since it is so outdated, there isn't like a whole lot. I love glossy pages. I'm a child. There's not too many stones and too much information. It's like very basic. It's a basic bitch book. Or a basic witch book. Hi, Bob. Wanna come say hi? Ow, you wanna bite. You wanna bite really hard. I love this. I love this. I love this. Look how big he is. He is gigantic. He is gigantic. The vet said he's going to be quote unquote huge. He already is huge. I cannot believe it. The next book, which is one of my favorites. I picked this up when I would want to say about 15 or 16, by Eileen Holland and Sarah Leah. It's a witch's book of answers. I've read through this like 8 times. Basically, it is a book where both of them answer so many freaking questions that like baby witches or people who are new to witchcraft, which would be baby witches, what they would ask. Just like, they go from like really simple general questions to like really in-depth. And they have different chapters for different questions. It's just a really, really, really good book to have on hand, especially if you are just starting out. So I would definitely recommend this good baby right here. And lastly, probably the holy grail and most important, this shirt, I love it so much, but it never sits right. The holy grail and most important book for all witches, young and old, male and female, gender fluid, doesn't matter, just all witches, is Buckland's Complete Book of Witchcraft. This, I mean, literally every witch owns this book. I got one when I was like 14 or 15, and somebody took it from me. I don't want to say who, because I don't want to think about him, but Corey repurchased this for me when we were together, because I had mentioned it and he had it, and he was like, how do you not have it? I'm like, and I told him the story about it, so he repurchased it for me. So that was like really, really nice. So this is literally everything you need to know about witchcraft, pretty much. It's probably very outdated, but it's still, if I had to recommend anything, buy this book, buy it. I also found a lot of my poetry and a couple of my awards, and this, let me just put that over there, is a laminated, cutout, printed thing for the time I made the newspapers for winning the Governor's Award in New Jersey, which was the highest award you can win in the subject of arts, and I won for poetry, obviously. 9 times I won. They mentioned my first award in here, right? The Luna Coffin, yeah, the annual Luna Coffin Writing and Art Contest sponsored by the Center for Holocaust Studies at Brookdale Community College. Her winning poem today is like, all right, I'm not reading all of this, but yeah, it's about me. I was 14. Hi. Books are important when practicing witchcraft. I mean, books are important no matter what it is, whatever you do. Books are just important. I do have a learning disability. I have severe ADD, like very bad since I was a child. They had me on Adderall and Ritalin at one point. Big mistake. But I do have a very hard time concentrating when reading and just reading in general. So I do like listening to audiobooks and just watching documentaries and watching tutorials and stuff like that. It's just easy. That's easier for me to learn. I need to have visuals and audio, so that does help. So if you guys want to download or look up audiobooks as well, I'm just making sure Dexter's not eating anything that he can't be. He's just chewing on a piece of plastic. Okay, he can't swallow it, but yes. So if you're like, I'm not really good at reading books, there's audiobooks, there's things on YouTube, there's things everywhere you can watch, you can listen to. I learn better that way, so I feel ya. Also, I want to answer this question. I don't know if this person wants me to put them on blast. Yes, I am extremely broken out because I'm hormonal. I'm sorry, deal with it. I don't know if she wants me to put her name out there, but she asked if she was able to work with dead loved ones. Yeah, you can work with dead loved ones. It does not have to be a deity to work with, a god or a goddess. It does not have to be that way. I personally work with Lilith, and she is not a goddess or a deity. If you want to know more about Lilith, I will link a couple of good short documentary style videos down below about Lilith. There's going to be varying opinions, but I love her personally. I took her name as my first craft name when I was a very young teenager, and I had no idea who she even was. I just was extremely drawn to the name Lilith, so I work with her, and she's one of my favorite entities to work with. So yes, you can work with dead loved ones. You can work with animals. A lot of people work with animals as their familiars and stuff like that. So no, it does not have to be a certain god or goddess or a deity you can work with. You can work with prophets as well. Work with anybody. You have spirit guides. I could do a whole other conversation about spirit guides, but they're not deities either. They're your spirit guides. So I hope that answers your question. Also, Hecate is not the only deity I work with. She's not the only goddess I work with. I work with Aphrodite. I work with Selene. I work with Diana. There's Athena sometimes I'll work with, but personally, it's a complicated thing. If it was on Facebook, our relationship status would be it's complicated. I think the god I've worked with more than any would be Loki, but I haven't worked with him at all lately. I haven't really had too much of an attachment to a certain god. I don't know, I just have a lot more of a connection with the goddesses and the femininity and everything like that. So yeah, I don't just work with Hecate, she just happens to be my favorite and the one I work with the most. I'm tired. It is nighttime now. Not like it really matters for me, but I guess I'm going to end this vlog here. I'm sorry if this one was kind of boring, but I don't live a very exciting life, but the next one's going to be better, and watch for that calming anti-anxiety jar that I will be making. Thank you guys again so much for the support on my witch videos. I know they don't get a lot of views, but it is helping people, and that's all that matters to me. If you want more witch content, don't forget to go down below, hit the subscribe button, and subscribe to this channel right now and become a blazer and a part of the Blaze Nation. I love you, my beautiful ones. Stay wicked and blessed be.